Now we want to take you back to the South Sudan issue, where the leaders there have signed a power-sharing deal in Addis Ababa. Now, for more on that ceasefire pact, I'm joined by John Tanza, host of VOA's South Sudan in Focus radio program. John, good to see you again here on Africa 54. Now, let's make matters very clear here. First, this is not like a peace deal.
No, it's not. It's a power-sharing deal. Yeah. The two warring parties have agreed on how they will share power in a transitional government that has a period of 30 months. Yeah. So within these 30 months, they have agreed on how they will move on.
Now, why is this such a unique thing? These people were in the same government. What was the issue in the first place that now they have to come back to the issue of sharing power? They were in the same government. Machar was his Salva Kiir's vice president.
Well, to understand the conflict, you need to go back to the root causes of what caused the conflict. What caused the conflict was a power struggle between President Kiir and Dr. Riek Machar. Of course, President Kiir is the chairman of the Sudan People's Liberation Movement, and Dr. Riek Machar was the vice chairman. So Dr. Riek, after being fired from the cabinet in July 2013, accused President Kiir of being a dictator. And hence, he continued to remind President Kiir to, follow the party rules, have elections within the rule, democratize the party. And that was what triggered the conflict.
Now, do we know anything about what the structure will look like in terms of how much power, for example, will be on the two vice presidents that will be appointed?
Well, the deal that they signed yesterday in Addis Ababa talks about the president will be the incumbent president, which is President Kiir, and then he will be assisted by two deputies. They will be first vice president, and then there will be a vice president. But the agreement says the first vice president will come from the party of the SPLM in opposition. And definitely that post is going to be given to the head of the party. And the current vice president will remain the vice president. But the details of how they are going to work together is not yet out.
Now, perhaps we'll be just speculating, but to what extent will this really practically contribute to reaching a broader peace deal that will ensure that South Sudan will get on the path of peace?
A lot of analysts in the region are saying that, especially in South Sudan, they are saying this power-sharing deal seemed to address the root cause of the problem. Because, remember, Riek was the vice president. Yes. He was kicked out.
And that was the
now
issue.
He's given that position. Yeah. So you have touched his heart.
They said there are a few things they are going to discuss in a few seconds. What are some of the key things that needs to be kind of ironed out?
Security arrangement, permanent ceasefire, the army of the SPLM in opposition, where will they be? How are you going to integrate them? How many ministries are going to be there? The form of the parliament and the new transitional constitution for the country.
Okay, we'll be watching this, John. We do appreciate very much.
Thank you.
You're coming here and sharing this with us. Well, John Tanza is host of VOA's South Sudan in Focus radio program.